Oswego is cleaning up its act and implementing a styrofoam ban as part of a new county initiative.
A popular comic book store in Syracuse closes its doors after 12 years.
And the destructive wildfires in California continue to blaze.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Matthews Frank.
And I'm Jamie Kane.
The city of Oswego is going green as the city unanimously passed a clean initiative on Monday night. The proposal bans tobacco use, smoking, vaping, and styrofoam containers on city property. Mayor Billy Barlow says the move comes after the city spent millions of dollars revitalizing Oswego and improving its parks, but overlooked some basic environmental policies.
This environmental reform is called the Keep Oswego Clean Initiative. Delis, construction materials, and nonprofit activities are exempt from the ban. However, large for-profit businesses like Dunkin' will have to switch over to paper cups. Mayor Barlow tweeted his excitement over the upcoming changes, saying, quote, "Our changes will improve the experience for people attending our city events, prevent litter from building in public space, and for the first time brings environmental protections to the forefront. Thank you to all who reached out to support these initiatives. The proposal goes into effect on Earth Day 2020. Syracuse prepares to say goodbye as Cloud City Comics is closing its doors. The store sold both comic books and toys and has been in the area for 12 years. The owner, Jeff Watkins, said he was closing his doors to take time to heal after the death of his brother in May. Watkins said that he will continue Cloud City online and at comic book conventions. The store's last day of business will be on November 23rd.
After being acquitted last week for the murder of 12-year-old James Springer, the third 20-year-old Johan Pizarro is behind bars. He had been on parole since 2016 for rioting on Father's Day and has pled guilty on a weapons charge from an incident that occurred in November 2018. Pizarro's plea means that he was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but his sentencing has nothing to do with the supposed involvement with the little boy's murder.
Earlier tonight, Zuli Ramirez talked to Oswego students about her work as an investigative journalist. Ramirez currently works at Telemundo Chicago, giving Spanish-speaking viewers a chance to have issues that they are concerned about to be addressed. Ramirez spoke about her career path as a journalist and how she handled speaking to different languages as well as understanding two different cultures.
The Cefa Bake Off was held yesterday in Colkin Hall. It is a competition that shows off people's baking skills for a good cause. William Kors reports more about this tasty time.
It's week 3 of the annual Bake Off event, where 23 Colkin Hall employees have put out their finest baked goods for people to judge and enjoy. All proceeds donated go to help the State Employees Federated Appeal, or SEFA for short. To get a better idea of the importance of this event, I spoke with Kathy Johnson, who has been running this event for the past 4 years.
Every year we work with people on the campus, employees on the campus, to get them to donate maybe a portion of their paycheck to address organizations in our community or outside of the community for charitable contributions, like the Humane Society or United Way or many others.
But wait a minute, I see a lot of baked goods, but not the people who baked them.
There's kind of a mystique about who's baking what, because you're supposed to have a blind system of casting your votes.
The winner of this competition will receive bragging rights as well as a new 18-piece non-stick baking kit. Over $230 has been raised for the SEFA organization today. The students and faculty have enjoyed their baked goods, and the votes have been cast to see who will win the grand prize. Everybody here comes for something, and the bakers are enjoying their sweet taste of victory. And coconut. William Corsi reporting for WTOP.
I gotta say, seeing those desserts made me a little hungry. To participate in future bake-offs, check the list on SUNY Oswego's website to see what day your building participates, and email the contact person designated to your event with the name of the dessert you will submit.
As New York's general election nears, many people have already casted their vote. On Tuesday, voting centers in Oswego, Cortland, Cayuga, and Onondaga counties opened from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. New York State plans to keep voting centers open during the weekdays as well as weekends through November 3rd. Oswego County will be offering early voting at 185 East Seneca Street throughout November 3rd. The polling site is open from noon to 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Dairy farmers are struggling to make a profit following the new trade tariffs placed by China. China recently announced that they will be putting out tariffs of 25 to 40% on U.S. dairy exports. These new tariffs affect companies like Cayuga Milk Ingredients, who worked for 2 years to trade with China and were approved in 2018. But because of the tariffs, they can no longer compete in China.
It is almost the end of Cyber Awareness Month, but that hasn't stopped online scams from continuing to spread. Matt Green tells us about recent issues regarding online targeting and how SUNY Oswego is combating these issues.
You could be a victim of any sort of cyber attack without even knowing.
In an era of instant gratification through smartphones, laptops, and other personal internet devices, users can never be 100% safe online. According to a study by the University of Maryland, a cyber attack happens every 39 seconds on average in the U.S.
If, for instance, you're in a Starbucks working on public Wi-Fi, somebody can actually access your data without you knowing just because you're on that public Wi-Fi.
A new report from the Federal Trade Commission says young adults are 20% more likely to lose money in online scams than their senior citizen counterparts. About a month ago, SUNY Oswego's technology services caught a mass email scam targeting students with a fake job offer.
You be vigilant, and if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true.
Oswego's Chief Technology Officer Sean Moyerity warns students to be wary and take precautions now, as many identity thieves may use students' personal information for their benefit in a matter of decades from now.
Because actually young people are young right now, and someday they're going to be wealthy and have a lot more money than they have right now.
But as a common internet user, you can take matters into your own hands, and one way is to report email phishing. Gmail users can report phishing simply by clicking on the More icon on a suspicious email and clicking Report Phishing. And Oswego's Campus Technology Services already took matters into their own hands by joining a national cybersecurity initiative for the month of October. Students who take part in a phishing derby have the opportunity to win up to $50 in Amazon gift cards. Matt Green, WTOP 10.
Students still have until tomorrow to participate in the Phishing Derby and the Go for Two contest. For more information, visit oswego.edu/cts/cybersecurity.
On Monday night, 25-year-old Mercedes J. Rosado was arrested for robbing a Walgreens in Manlius. Rosario was charged with first-degree robbery in Utica for her connection with the October 19th incident. She reportedly used a box cutter to commit a crime and cause minor injuries to the store employee who gave her the cash. Rosado was arrested in Yorksville, Pennsylvania after robbing a gas station Monday afternoon while fleeing from police. Coming up later tonight, House Democrats release resolutions regarding the impeachment.
And Boeing Airlines CEO Dennis Muilenburg faces hard questions at Capitol Hill for the first time.
Now let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Bethany Strong.
Thanks, guys. Now coming up after the break, we've had a generally warm, nice fall this year, not winter. But coming up after the break, I'll talk about how that's all about to change this week. The National Weather Service just issued a lakeshore flood watch for Thursday night as we see an intense Halloween with rain. And for Jefferson and Oswego County, we're going to have a lakeshore flood watch Friday morning, so tune in after the break as I update you on the conditions this week.